Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I am Deja B. I want to say thank you to my subscribers, and those that have been watching. Today I will be sharing the top 5 haunted dolls. And like always, I will try to post new content 1 to 2 times a week. So, if you're a fan of creepy, scary, and history stories, I believe I have it here. With all that said, sit back, relax, and stay away from those dark corners. Thank you.
Number 5, Annabelle's Haunting. Once nestled in the corner of a cozy room, Annabelle seemed like any other doll, with her innocent smile. But those who encountered her knew better. Annabelle wasn't just a doll, she was a vessel, a conduit for something far more sinister. The story of Annabelle began innocuously enough when a young woman named Donna received her as a gift from her mother. Donna was overjoyed with her new doll and placed it on her bed, unaware of the darkness that lurked within. Strange occurrences soon followed. At first, it was small things, misplaced items, inexplicable knocks on the door in the dead of night. Donna and her roommate Angie brushed them off as mere coincidences. But as days passed, the occurrences grew more malevolent. They found Annabelle in different rooms, her position changing overnight. Sometimes, she seemed to be watching them, her gaze following their every move. One night, Donna awoke to find Annabelle at the foot of her bed, her tiny hand stained crimson with what looked like blood. Terrified, the girls decided to seek help from a medium, who revealed the chilling truth: Annabelle was not just a doll, but a vessel inhabited by the spirit of a troubled young girl named Annabelle Higgins. Annabelle Higgins had once lived in the apartment complex where Donna and Angie resided. She had passed away tragically at a young age, and her spirit had latched onto the doll, seeking companionship. But as the medium warned, not all spirits are benevolent, and Annabelle Higgins was no exception. Desperate to rid themselves of the doll's haunting presence, Donna and Angie sought the help of Ed and Lorraine Warren, renowned paranormal investigators. The Warrens immediately recognized the danger Annabelle posed and agreed to take her off their hands. However, Annabelle wasn't willing to go quietly. During the drive back to their museum of occult artifacts, the Warrens experienced inexplicable mechanical failures and near-fatal accidents. It seemed Annabelle was determined to stay with them, to spread her malevolence wherever she went. Eventually, the Warrens managed to contain Annabelle in a blessed glass case, adorned with religious artifacts to keep her dormant. But even now, visitors to the Warren Occult Museum report feeling a chill in her presence, as if the spirit of Annabelle Higgins still longs for release, her haunting tale forever etched in the annals of the paranormal. Number 4, Mandy the Doll. In Kano, nestled among the serene landscapes of British Columbia, Canada, lies a museum that harbors a chilling secret. Among its artifacts stands a doll, innocuously named Mandy, yet possessing a malevolent presence that has chilled the hearts of all who dare to encounter her. Mandy's story began in 1991 when a woman named Lisa Sorensen made a seemingly innocent donation to the Kano and District Museum. Lisa spoke of strange occurrences that plagued her home, attributing them to the doll she had inherited from her late grandmother. Desperate to rid herself of the unsettling presence, she hoped that by donating Mandy to the museum, she could sever the ties that bound them. However, upon Mandy's arrival at the museum, it became apparent that her haunting was far from over. Museum staff and visitors alike reported inexplicable phenomena, eerie whispers in empty rooms, objects moving of their own accord, and a sense of unease that permeated the air whenever Mandy was nearby. Curator Janice Richards couldn't ignore the growing unease surrounding the doll. She delved into Mandy's history, uncovering a tale of tragedy and darkness. It was said that Mandy was crafted by a grieving mother who imbued the doll with the spirit of her deceased daughter, seeking solace in the semblance of the child she had lost. As the years passed, Mandy's presence only grew more potent. Some claimed to have seen her eyes follow them as they moved through the museum, while others swore they heard the soft sound of a child's laughter echoing in the halls late at night. Janice knew that she had to contain Mandy's haunting influence before it spread further. Seeking guidance, she consulted local spiritual leaders, who advised her to perform a ritual to bind the spirit within the doll once and for all. With trepidation, Janice and a group of volunteers gathered around Mandy, reciting incantations and prayers to quell the restless spirit within. As they performed the ritual, a palpable sense of tension filled the room, and for a moment, it seemed as though Mandy herself was resisting their efforts. But finally, with one last chant, the atmosphere shifted. A calm descended upon the museum, and Mandy appeared to lose her malevolent energy. Janice breathed a sigh of relief, hoping that they had finally put an end to the doll's haunting. To this day, Mandy remains on display at the Canal and District Museum, her haunting presence contained within the confines of a glass case. Visitors still flock to see her, drawn by the allure of the supernatural, but now they do so with a newfound respect for the power that lies dormant within the haunted doll known as Mandy. Number 3, Letta Me Out. Letta the Doll is a truly eerie and unsettling figure. This child-sized doll, believed to be around 200 years old, is made of carved wood and even features real human hair. Its appearance alone is enough to send shivers down your spine. The story of Letta begins in the small town of Wagga Wagga in rural New South Wales, Australia, during the 1970s. A young man named Kerry Walton decided to explore an abandoned house with his brother. The house had always been rumored to be haunted, and the brothers were curious to uncover its secrets. Deep within the decaying property, Kerry made a shocking discovery, a strange doll with a wicked grin. He felt compelled to rescue it from beneath the house, and during the long drive home to Brisbane, they playfully named it Letta Me Out because it seemed to move within the sack it was transported in. However, Letta's unsettling presence didn't end there. The doll reportedly moves on its own accord, leaving strange scuff marks around the house each morning. Some people feel sick, faint, or overcome with emotion when near it, and even animals, especially dogs, react strangely, attempting to bite or attack it. Experts have dated Letta to around 200 years old, analyzing nails under its feet. Its gypsy-like appearance suggests it may have been handcrafted in Eastern Europe, possibly in Romania. Remarkably, Letta even boasts a full head of human hair. But the most chilling aspect? Psychics believe that Letta is inhabited by the spirit of a young boy who tragically drowned long ago. Perhaps this eerie doll serves as a vessel for his restless soul, forever bound to its wooden form. Number 2, the Janesville Doll. A chilling legend that once gripped the quiet town of Janesville, Minnesota. Picture it, an unassuming house with an eerie figurine framed in the attic window, its blank stare peering out of the glass. Locals whispered about it, and curiosity seekers followed the old Highway 14 route to First Street, seeking answers to this peculiar mystery. The story of the doll revolves around the house's owner and the tragic fate of his young daughter. Depending on the account, her demise varied. Some versions claim she succumbed to illness or a tragic accident, while others paint a far darker picture. In one haunting tale, the girl suffered abuse and neglect from her family. Neighbors feared her, and she became a prisoner of her attic room. There, she sat, staring out the window as life passed her by. Overwhelmed with sorrow, she took her own life, and her parents placed the doll in the attic window as a memorial. But that's not all. Visitors reported strange occurrences, the doll seemingly changed position, its placid expression sometimes transforming into anger, glaring at onlookers from behind the glass. Some even whispered of demonic possession. In this version, the child died during an exorcism, and the demon itself entered the doll, threatening anyone who dared gaze into its eyes for too long. The home that housed the Janesville Doll belonged to a man named Ward Went. Born in the house, he lived there until old age. Went was an antique and train memorabilia collector, and in 1976, he placed the doll in the window without revealing why. The house had been in his family since Janesville's founding, and no record exists of suspicious deaths or mysterious events associated with the property. So, whether you believe in haunted dolls or dismiss it as mere folklore, the Janesville Doll remains a captivating urban legend, forever etched into the town's history.
Before we continue to number 1, if you don't mind, please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel so you will never miss any of my newly uploaded videos. Thanks. And let's continue.
Number 1, The Haunting of Okiku. In the heart of Hokkaido, Japan, nestled within the ancient walls of the Manenji Temple, resides a doll named Okiku. Her porcelain skin bears the weight of a tragic past, a past that defies the boundaries of life and death. In the year 1918, a young man named Eikichi Suzuki embarked on a journey to Sapporo. His purpose, to explore a marine exhibition. Amidst the bustling streets, he stumbled upon a quaint shop, its shelves adorned with dolls. One doll caught his eye, a delicate creation with eyes like midnight pools. Eikichi purchased it as a gift for his 2-year-old sister, Okiku. The doll's hair was styled in the fashionable okappa cut, akin to a bob. Little Okiku adored her new companion, and they shared countless whispered secrets. But fate is a cruel mistress, and at the tender age of 3, Okiku succumbed to a cold-like illness. Her laughter faded, leaving an empty space in the hearts of her grieving family. In their sorrow, the family placed Okiku's beloved doll on their household altar. They prayed, hoping to keep her memory alive. But something peculiar began to unfold. The doll's hair grew. Not mere strands, but inches upon inches, as if it were nourished by an unseen hand. The once cropped bob now cascaded down to her knees. Okiku's family watched in awe and trepidation. They believed that the restless spirit of their departed daughter had found refuge within the doll. The temple priests, too, witnessed this inexplicable phenomenon. They trimmed the hair, only to find it growing back relentlessly. Okiku had become more than a doll, she was a vessel, an enigma that defied the natural order. In 1938, the family moved to Iwamizawa, and with heavy hearts, they entrusted Okiku to the Manenji Temple. There, she found her eternal home. The temple's priests continued their sacred duty, trimming her hair to prevent it from spiraling out of control. In dreams, they received messages from Okiku herself, urging them to maintain her appearance. Visitors to the temple witnessed the doll's uncanny beauty. Her eyes hold secrets, and her hair, still growing, defies logic. Some believe that each strand carries a fragment of Okiku's spirit, a testament to love and loss. And so, within the hallowed halls of Manenji, Okiku remains, an immortal relic, her porcelain skin etched with memories. She gazes out, her eyes following those who dare to meet her gaze. Is she a vessel for a departed soul? Or perhaps a bridge between realms? Next time you find yourself in a dimly lit room, surrounded by antique dolls, remember Okiku. For her hair grows, inch by inch, as if time itself weaves her story, a haunting melody that echoes through the ages. Please note, this story is based on the legend of the real-life haunted doll Okiku. Whether truth or fiction, her tale continues to captivate and unsettle those who encounter her.
Thank you for watching.